officials are still working to reunite children with their families that they were separated from under that old policy.
And thousands of those families are seeking asylum in the U.S. as they flee violence in Central America. Denver 7's Jackie Crea spoke with a mother who knows this story well.
And Jackie, her story is one of heartbreak.
It is, and it's one you're probably going to hear in common with the 50 parents here at this ICE detention facility in Aurora. This is where adults go after they're separated from their families. And that woman we talked to shares her story of escape from violence in El Salvador. In western Colorado, this woman speaks about her long journey. She recognizes it on the faces of these crying children separated from their parents at the border.
The truth is, I thought that I wasn't going to see her again.
In 2016, she escaped El Salvador with her 5-year-old daughter after a death threat from a local gang. They traveled for a month and finally reached the Texas border. At the time, under the Obama administration, family separations were not widespread, but not unheard of either. Her daughter was taken away and she was detained.
I told them that they couldn't do that. We have to be together. And then she told me if I didn't let them take her, they were immediately going to deport us both.
It took 2 weeks, she says, to find her child and 3 before they could talk over the phone. More than a month later, they were finally reunited in the U.S.
I would say, with God first, we're going to see each other again.
Right now, the Department of Homeland Security says its process ensures that family members know where their children are and have regular communication, and that only 17% of the more than 2,000 separated minors were placed in HHS facilities as a result of the zero-tolerance policy. The rest, the 83%, came to the U.S. without a parent or guardian. For this woman and her daughter, they still have a long road ahead to convince a judge they are safest here in the U.S.
I can only say that this should no longer happen, that no kid is taken from their parents because it's a trauma the kids go through, and it affects them and is impossible to forget.
And we don't know a lot of the details of this process. We know a database exists, but we know that the U.S. Department of Homeland Security accesses that database, and they're also currently working to reunite the families here, the parents here, with their children. I'm live in Aurora. Jackie Crea, Denver 7.
Jackie, thanks.